I've got my Arnold Palmer half and half because we're going to hit the links today with PGA Golf for your Intellivision. Let's go ahead and take PGA Golf. Let's pop it in my Intellivision, see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. PGA Golf was published by Mattel and, according to the Blue Sky Rangers website, was the 18th game released for the Intellivision, coming out on November 5th, 1980. It appears to be the first video game to use the PGA license, although the game was later re-released as just Golf, perhaps when the license ran out. Programming credit on MobyGames.com is given to Scott Bishop, with this being the only game listed for him on the site. The manual opens with the following: host your own PGA tournament anytime. The sun is always shining on the Intellivision course. Line up your shot, then drive it down the fairway. Check your distance. Look out for hazards. With practice, even the weekend duffer will be playing these 9 holes like a pro. PGA Golf is a golf game for 1 to 4 players. For this review, I will assume most viewers understand the basics of playing golf. When playing multiplayer, the players can use any controller. After teeing off, the player furthest from the hole goes next. Your score on the bottom will turn white when it's your turn. The order of the start of the following hole is determined by who did the best on the previous hole, with the player doing the best going first. No matter how many players play, you will always play the same 9-hole course. This is one of those games where the overlay really helps. Before you hit the ball, you select your club using the keypad. The manual gives a reading of how far each club hits and their trajectories to help navigate trees, which are all exactly 18.7 yards tall. While the course is always the same, the tree placement is randomized. If you are shooting from the rough, woods become unpredictable and irons function 2 sizes down on the overlay, so a 5-iron will act like a 9-iron. In the sand traps, woods are super weak, irons are unpredictable, and the manual recommends using the wedge. Your driver, aka the 1-wood, can only be used on your first shot of each hole, although you can choose other clubs to tee off with. You are forced to use the putter if your ball is on the putting green, and sometimes it seems impossible to putt the ball from a far distance on the green. It is possible to sink the ball when hitting it from outside the green, but I was only able to do that on the first hole, and I don't think a hole-in-one is possible in this game on any of the holes. Once you select your club, you aim with the disc. Your golfer is always right-handed, with the line representing your body and the dot representing your ball. Your line shows your aiming angle, but it's important that you understand that your golfer stands to the left of the ball to know which way you are aiming, since it lacks an arrow. This can be confusing when learning the game. You can aim in only 16 directions, so sometimes you will want to hook the ball to the left or slice it to the right on purpose to get it to where you want it to go. Once lined up, you use the side buttons to swing. The upper 2 are used for a long shot, left lower for a medium shot, and lower right for a short shot. The chart for the clubs in the manual shows how each swing affects each club. Once you pick your shot, you press once to start your swing and a second time to complete your swing. According to the manual, using the animation on the top left, to hit straight you want to hit the button a second time before you reach the bottom of your swing. Hitting it too early causes the ball to hook left. Too late, it slices right. The more you're off, the greater the hook or slice. If you hit the button more than twice, the last button press will determine the direction. If you don't hit the button a second time, the shot direction will be random. Even putting will use the 2-button setup, but will go faster on that swing than when you're teeing off or regularly hitting the ball. If you hit the ball out of bounds or in the water, you will get a 1-stroke penalty. When it goes in the water, you can hit the choice button on the overlay to decide if you want the ball placed close to the water where it went out or back where you originally made the shot. Pressing the enter button during play will show your overall score. The manual shows par for each hole, with par for the entire 9-hole course being 38. It says if you are skilled, you can get a 32 or maybe even a 30, but I was only able to shoot under 40 once so far. The manual actually has quite a bit of information, including a glossary of golf terms, how to figure your handicap, and even various multiplayer modes, including a best ball partner mode, although these modes are something the players would have to keep track of outside of the game, and there are no in-game variations beyond the standard multiplayer game. Graphically speaking, for its time, with the course details, player animation, and even the ball getting a little larger in the air, this was as good as it got for a video golf game when it came out, although sometimes it was hard to see my ball on the course. Sound-wise, there aren't a lot of sounds. You do need to be quiet on the course after all, but the swing sound is nice and you do get some Intellivision cheers if you score par or better on a hole. Family-friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at pricecharting.com, the game has a value of $4 loose, $10 complete, and $23 new. Overall, this was a pretty groundbreaking game for video game golf when it came out. The ability to choose clubs that reacted differently to different places on the course, and the ability to hook and slice with a 2-button method was basically unheard of in the genre at the time, and would lay the groundwork for modern video game golf. And as I mentioned earlier, I believe it was the first game to use the PGA license. But what did I think of PGA Golf on the Intellivision as a game itself? It's groundbreaking for its time, but is it worth playing today? I'm going to say yes. Video golf is a genre I don't think about much, but honestly, I end up enjoying quite a bit, especially if the game is any good, and PGA Golf is good. But it is rough around the edges, no pun intended. Aiming can be tough. Not only with the layout, I really wish that they used an arrow to point where you were facing, but there were many times I had to hook or slice since I couldn't get the angle just right. Trying to hit it perfectly straight was a challenge, especially with the manual telling you to hit before the bottom of your swing. And sometimes the random tree placement was a true pain. But despite the rough edges, I ended up really getting into the game and continued to play until I got a sub 40 score. So if you're a fan of both Intellivision and golf games, you should really give this one a shot. So where am I going to rank PGA Golf among the other Intellivision games I've previously reviewed? It's going in my top 20. I do like River Raid more at 15, but I will give this an edge over Sub Hunt at 16. So out of the 70 games that are now ranked for the Intellivision, PGA Golf is teeing off at the 16th position. PGA Golf for the Intellivision is a groundbreaking golf game that can still be enjoyed today once you get used to it. But that's just what I think. What do you think? Do you like this game or have any memories of it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy videos like this one and you want to support my work, please click like and subscribe, drop a comment below, and for mega supporters, either become a channel member or sign up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to see you next time in the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, especially when hitting around trees.